All right, guys, lobby is up. Players are coming in, ready for their battle to the death against each other in this next best of three game two with SMG versus Fnatic. I'm joined by Sean DeCon here. How are you?
That's going pretty good.
Pretty good,
Nice
eh?
little game. Nice little game there. What do you
Yeah.
think? Do you think SMG is gonna bring it back?
I think they have the ability to. They didn't play too bad. They had obviously some issues with disconnects and what have
Yeah, for
you,
sure.
but I they didn't seem like they were outplayed a whole bunch. Maybe just some of their decision making and choices. I don't think any of them were like very mechanically struggling and they have to work on a lot of things as a team because they were contesting important areas such as dragons. They were taking towers when they were able to. They tried to split push here and there, but I think they need to understand their roles a little better when they do play heroes such as like Wolfram and such. But we'll have to see if they can if they can switch that around.
Yeah,
Not too
their
sure.
item builds were a little weird in my opinion. It didn't really suit the style that they actually wanted to execute. And yeah, like you were saying, it was a little bit unfortunate that Wolfram had some connection issues. It was kind of at a crucial point too. I think Dragon just spawned and Fnatic was able to take a tower or two, so it was a little bit of a gold swing having him DC'd. And they actually got a free kill on him, and I think a couple other kills as well when he was AFK or DC'd there.
Yeah, that's for
Fnatic
sure.
doing a little disrespect.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta disrespect. I mean, if you're trying to make it to day two, that's what it's gonna take, right? If you want to win that money.
Yeah, this is why we give players, a lot of time before each match is to really get their internet and their tablets charged and everything settled for this game. So if someone, if a player happens to DC, it's kind of not our fault, but we can't really pause and accommodate them when we give them so much time to get everything set up. So
Yeah, it's kind of just one of those things that they need to figure out.
yeah. But what do you think SMG really need to do? Do you think they need to change their draft, or do you think they just need to change their play style a little bit, or because their vision game was actually pretty good. They had a lot of vision around the map, and they knew where Fnatic was the majority of the game.
I think the one thing they struggled with was putting themselves in situations to benefit themselves. So a lot of the time they wouldn't have one guy just off to the side, split pushing. They kind of played like how Synergy did in the very first game of their series, where they would just TP in like S5 and just try to get things done, and Fnatic would kind of just move along the map a little better. And I think that was a little bit of their downfall. They stole Dragon at the beginning of the game, which was a good play by Pyrus to just kind of take a nice little steal, but I think they just gave up towers and things a little too easily and weren't getting any in return. So I think that's something they need to work on specifically, but we will see. Lobby is up. Everyone is ready.
Yeah, I think maybe one of SMG's players is having some connection issues. It looks like players are continuously leaving and joining back the lobby, so it might be a little bit of a connection issue. We'll give them maybe a couple minutes just to get that sorted out. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions for us, we'll be here ready to answer them.
Yeah, for sure. Always
After
here.
this game, I'll be doing a few more giveaways. And if this is the last match, I'll be doing all the rest of the giveaways for the night. So stick around. I got
Yeah.
some legendary skin codes to give out. So stick around and chat.
Yeah, giveaways. Something the chat definitely likes, and everyone is readying up, so we're literally just about to get into it right now, and there it is, right there. Mikio, no, that's definitely not going to be a ban. I think it's just a hover, but looks like they're going to go for the Aiden ban once again. No, Grom gets banned out. Okay, so they don't want to give up Grom. for whatever reason that may be. I mean, maybe they're not comfortable in it and they just think that it's a strong hero, so they want SMG to have it, so they just banned it. If Esrath gets banned, we saw how strong he can be with a nice wombo combo. Um, Aiden does
Yep.
eventually get banned out once again. Fairly consistent ban slash pick for Aiden. He's probably 100% pick ban right now. Same with Grom actually.
Yeah,
Who
and a lot of
Freya?
good picks actually still up right now. Freya does get banned out as well.
Yeah, Una still hasn't been banned out yet, and we saw Fnatic do a lot of work with it last game. So I'd be surprised if SMG doesn't look to ban it this game. It looks like they aren't gonna ban Una. Maybe they didn't think that was the issue, but that definitely outputted a lot of damage in those fights, and they weren't realizing it. They were just kind of dying to her ultimate. Oh, yeah, they are
Yeah.
gonna go for it. I was gonna say there's no way you don't ban the Una here, cause she did a lot of work. Like even General was hovering over it. He's like, if they don't ban it, I'm insta locking this, guys. But they actually don't get it, and they actually first picked Vince.
It's
Definitely very
interesting.
different. Very different. There's a lot of open picks right now. Lunaria, Lotus, Apollo. A lot of strong picks open. Zhang Fei gets picked up here. And Arborist. So two just I think they just took the picks from FNC. They were like, you guys aren't gonna get your Arborists and frontliners that you guys wanted like you did last game. So they actually just steal it back for themselves this time. Poseidon does get picked up though, so maybe they're going for a wombo here.
Ooh, and there's the
Looks
Gene.
like it. The Poseidon ult into Gene ult or Gene ult into Poseidon ult can both be very strong.
Yeah, it definitely can be. And one thing I would really like Gene's to start picking up, or at least supports today, is some gargoyles heart. We haven't really seen any of those supporty items getting picked up.
I think it's called Locket in this game or something.
I think it's
Or on
Lock It on
mobile.
mobile.
Yeah, I think it's Locket on mobile. But yeah, that item is definitely a lot stronger. Or a lot better than some of the items they're picking up. Just allows you to get in and out of fights, and that's something actually great that you noted because we haven't uh we haven't seen any of Lockets being picked up at all today in the Brazilian tournament
No, not at
compared
all.
to like what we saw in Southeast Asia. And Wukong
Yeah,
does get picked up.
it definitely allows your team to make more plays or disengage when things get, a little bad for your team. It's just an overall good first item, and it allows you to get more gold so you can output more wards and support your team a little bit more. And it's actually a Minerva pick. We haven't seen Minerva at all, I don't think, in any of the tournaments.
No, I don't think maybe we did once. I think we might have seen it once in a tournament, but she got stomped or their team got stomped. I forget what it might have been. I think it might have been EU. But she does get picked up here, and the one downfall about her, she's great at kiting, but she has no actual escape. So when this Sun Wukong gets onto her, if she can't get someone to peel her off and let her Minerva to actually like run away a little bit and then keep shooting, that's skin though. um, she like looks like Lara Croft, no?
Yeah, it does a little bit. But
Eh.
like you were saying, I think Pandora, she really needs to stick with Minerva and just mainly peel for her, because if Minerva, the only thing she really has is that speed burst once she starts attacking people. Um, but even
Round
that, I
one.
don't think is enough.
Heroes
If she
evolve.
gets caught out, she's
Deploy
pretty
in
much dead.
5
So I think
seconds.
Pandora, she really needs to do a good job of peeling for Minerva
Yeah,
for them
it's
to win this game.
definitely true. Looking at the lineups, do you prefer any specific lineup?
I think I like Fnatic's lineup a little bit more. I think it just makes sense. They have the Guan Yu tank, Wukong. He can go in and right onto the backline on that Minerva, and that's actually pretty huge. Like I said, Pandora is gonna have to try and do some good peeling, because if Wukong can literally get a Igneos blade, I think Minerva is just gonna get one shot every fight. And I really like the wombo combo coming up from Gene and Poseidon. So definitely favoring Fnatic's lineup a little bit.
Yeah, the thing about Minerva, what was weird to me that SMG picked it, is you usually pick it when you know the enemy team doesn't have any like huge dive, right? So you know they don't have a Sun Wukong, or you know they don't have a Wolfram. It's not a bad pick because the chance of you getting dived are very less likely. But with the Sun Wukong already being picked up, them picking Minerva, they must have some confidence in the Minerva and in their team to be able to kite for her. Ooh. Arborist actually jumps in the bottom lane. They're going to reinitiate. Minerva does come down though with that slow, with that attack buff as well, outputting so much damage. Poseidon Hashi does get killed. First blood going in favor of SMG. Good rotation there from Minerva. Knew she had the attack buff and just went down there immediately and looked for kills. So they're going to keep going here in the top lane. They're gonna push. Down bottom, they're gonna push. Fly Meko. Ooh, they're gonna go onto top lane here, onto the Guan Yu. Zhang Fei trying to stun. They're not actually able to put that damage. And the bottom lane looks like they're gonna try to go on the Arborist, but he does just walk away. Dragon gonna be up in 20 seconds here shortly. So gonna take his buff again. Minerva gets another attack buff. Pretty lucky there coming up for her. And Vince actually gets a defense buff, so counteracting each other right now, the Vince and Minerva. It's quite funny. Minerva actually poking some damage. Doesn't land any of her split shot though. And here's Fly Meko. She's just putting some pressure on this bot lane. Nothing really happening right now. Wukong using his illusions to push top. Down bottom, Poseidon just doing his average thing. They're actually going to start doing dragon. Get the D ward. Maybe not actually going to start the dragon. And arrow does get shot by the Minerva. Actually lands on the Guan Yu. He's dead for a long time. But he's not going down. They couldn't actually follow up. They're a bit too far there, but I think she more or less sent it to actually just scout and make sure they weren't doing dragon, and they could have jumped on them if they were doing dragon. But that's definitely a benefit for Minerva. She can definitely still be involved in situations from very far, and she might actually get this gank on this Guan Yu, and this Guan Yu might be going down to this top lane. Could this be a second kill? No, looks like Wukong wants to return.
Ooh,
onto
nice
them.
stun there though.
Yes. And down bottom, Arborist has just been kind of leeching this lane. 3 people top. No one's still taking dragon. 4 minutes. Attack buff now onto the Vince.
Yeah, that attack buff's gonna be huge for this dragon fight. It looks like I thought Fnatic or SMG was actually gonna start dragon there, but looks like they're just gonna ward it and back off. Both teams playing super safe right now. The gold is completely even. Nice little poke there from Arborist.
I love that seed. Love that. Sounds like me when I go into battle. When I go into war. Which is basically what these guys are doing right now. Obviously in a video game, but hey. Still war. Ooh, the Minerva arrow. I think what they could have done there is lead with the Arborist stun into Minerva arrow. Ooh, he's actually gonna go in. Poseidon does get eaten. Those chain stuns. Poseidon couldn't even use an escape. Now Arborist is dropping low. Gets dropped as well. So 1 for 1 there. They actually used their stun so well there. The Pandora chain stunning so well with Arborist to get the kill.
Big Mac top lane, Guan Yu in a lot of trouble.
Run, Big Mac. You don't want any McDonald's right now. Run. He's out of there. Green doing some decent damage right now onto them, but they're going to actually back off. This dragon still hasn't been taken by anyone. It's still very well up. Crystal is actually starting it. Zhang Fei is actually trying to just push them out, but Vince outputting so much damage onto Big Mac. he wants to eat him, that's for sure. But I don't know if he's gonna get the chance to. Oh, they actually jump out of this Poseidon. Oh no, they couldn't do that. Oh, well, Gina actually drops her ultimate, trying to reinitiate there. But
Son of Kong in the pit. He's actually gonna do it with his illusion. Zhang Fei is scouting it out though, but SMG, they can't really do anything about that.
It seems okay. Towers are definitely a little lower on the side of red, but they are leading in kills. 1K behind for SMG.
Pretty close game. Yeah, even though Fnatic got that dragon, Fnatic's really not that far ahead. I think SMG is doing a great job of really farming everywhere around the map and clearing, keeping the gold lead pretty close.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better this game than they were last game.
Top lane actually gets a... Oh, Wukong actually dies.
I actually missed that. I thought there was a fight happening bottom.
There are going to be some TPs. Poseidon is TPing in. Maybe he can land a big ulti here. He does get stunned off though. And Zhang Fei in a lot of trouble. He's taking so much damage. Pops his ult though. Guan Yu's going to jump over the wall. Zhang Fei taking a lot of damage. Poseidon lands. And Zhang Fei drops. Oh, but Minerva actually outputting so much damage. And Jean gets
speed buff too. He can actually go back in. And Minerva's going to go back in. She can keep chasing here. I don't see why not. Oh no! Oh, he drops so low but doesn't die. They're gonna try to turn this around. Now speed is actually gonna work in her favor. Back the other way. Now she's gonna run away, not chase, and she does run away. Lara Croft outrunning. Flamico in the mid lane pushing it out.
Zhang Fei actually gonna do a little bit of split pushing.
Yeah, I like that coming off from him.
It's gonna force some rotates from Fnatic. Could be good. I'd like to see SMG try and put some pressure in the middle lane.
The Poseidon actually just stole his Vince's buff by accident. He threw his
wave.
Ooh, Zhang Fei goes in, does land a taunt, and they actually blow him up with the Minerva. No! He does get out alive, but oh! What a huge ult! It's a 4-man Poseidon! No follow-up, Zhang Fei trying to go back in, dropping solo, he does use his ult, Minerva dropping low in the backline as well! Can he kite? Oh, down solo, Wukong does end up dying, and it's actually a 1 kill going in favor of SMG! How?
Yeah, that Poseidon ult is actually so big. Arborist actually popped his ulti before he
that looks sick.
Fight. He charged it up, and right when he was about to explode it, Poseidon ultied him back so that the AoE didn't hit his.
Well, he was gonna explode it mid Arborist like jump, aka his charge stun. He was like in mid jump, and when he went to go jump, that's when Poseidon threw it. So like he got pushed back, and then he used his ult because he thought his stun was gonna land. Oh, it's just such a good play there from Poseidon. But they actually didn't end up with any kills, which is quite funny. They were all so low, Minerva and Pandora, but some Wukong couldn't finish them off.
Yeah, that Poseidon
Once again, I feel like Sun
sick.
Wukong not going Igneous Blade could be a factor here. If he had that Igneous Blade, I think those two people might have actually been dead.
Yeah, I feel like you really gotta go Igneous Blade, especially if you're just trying to blow up their ADC, which is Minerva. She, you know, not having that mobility on Minerva, it should be an easy kill every time with Igneous.
Yeah, it really should be. And I understand him going for the mass. You need some lifesteal attack speed, but you can get that after Igneous Blade. You don't really need that lifesteal that much in these early fights because you're not even doing enough damage to lifesteal through a fight. Oh! The Jean gets blown up. They're actually going to keep fighting here. Does jump into the backline. All dropping solo. Does get frozen separate. The Poseidon does end up dropping. Zhang Fei tanking this tower with his ultimate. Not dropping at all. He's actually going to die here. Oh! How does he heal there? Big Mac. I don't know what happened.
He ate a Big Mac and he
healed, yeah. He ate something. I don't know what it was. But that was pretty unreal what just happened. Wow.
1-for-1.
And what saved them there is you see this ward right beside Dragon. They saw the Jean rotating to place a ward over the top, And Zhang Fei and Arborist just jumped over the wall and we're just like, yep, you're getting punished for this, and just absolutely blew up the Gene and just took over the fight.
Yeah, really well played from SMG there.
Yeah, looking like a different team in the second game. There's something going on with a lot of these teams coming out in the second game. You know, a lot of other tournaments, there's a lot of easy 2-0s, but in this tournament, it seems like it's been a lot of back and forth series going on.
Yeah, you can really see the nerves coming out. I feel like Fnatic so close to making it to day 2, and maybe there's a bit of nerves. And SMG, they wanna, you know, they want to show them that they want to get to day 2. You know, it looks like both teams.
And did you note this? Pandora, the support, actually rushed a Frozen Scepter. I actually really like that play, because that's what allowed them to get that Poseidon kill in that top fight. I was like, what? She got Frozen Scepter? Because I saw Crystal use her Frozen Scepter already. And Pandora ended up using her Frozen Scepter to secure the Poseidon kill, because Poseidon went in thinking he was able to escape, obviously, when he goes underwater, but he definitely couldn't when he dove, or he tried to dive, but he wasn't able to dive into the ground, and Pandora freezes him. So I really like that pickup from the support there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, and she also picked up an Oracle, so she was able to deward a lot before they start pushing into this mid lane. It actually just fades off now, but it's really good war control also coming out from SMG.
When you just gets out. Oh, Arborist was looking for it.
It looks like Crystal might actually get caught out here. Poseidon does go under. Wukong gonna ulti right onto Crystal. Finds the stun on her too. She just get instantly dropped.
Going in this backline.
And they are gonna start the car here. And it looks like Minerva's in a lot of trouble.
So much damage.
Right in there. Big stun's coming out. On you. Taking big taunt. Minerva's going down on Arborist. Oh, so low. Zhang Fei pops the off though. He's not dead yet. He goes in. He has a 3-man taunt. Big damage coming out. Frozen Scepter goes down. Zhang Fei in a lot of trouble. He does drop. Oh my god. Pandora falls as well. Oh, Minerva doing such good kiting.
Oh my god, what a fight! 4 for 3! And not a lot separating in that fight, the littlest things. That Minerva survived with 2 HP at the beginning of that fight. She comes back in, gets a double kill, and somehow still gets out. Wow. They do get this mid turret, but Zakar does not get taken. This Vince is just outputting so much damage so fast. Look at this attack speed coming out from him.
Oh, misses the
Look at this!
arrow.
Look at this attack speed! Oh, and yeah, she gets killed by Crystal and Minerva. Did he build a shapeshifters? He did, and you mentioned you like shapeshifters on Vince, and we can see why. That damage with the cannon.
Bursting so hard, especially with the godly cannon. If you can chainlay that up with a godly cannon. Oh, he actually does have one, so
yeah, that's what I said.
So much damage. It looks like Minerva's gonna start Zakar over the wall. I really like this. There is no vision coming out for Fnatic, so
such a close game. Only 2K leading right now in gold, which is really nothing if you divide that by 5 players. It's not a lot of gold in favor.
It's a pretty intense game.
This game is definitely a really good one, and I mean, I give kudos to this Minerva. She's 4-0 right now, doing a really good job staying alive in these fights and still being able to output that damage.
Yeah, especially with a Wukong on the other side of the team. That's like props to her for sure.
Yeah, he went Hellthorn. I don't mind that item. I still think Igneos might have been a little bit of a better choice. Just draining mana is just a huge benefit in general. Like, not even just for the whole damage principle. I think just not allowing enemy team to have mana in these fights when he goes on them is just something that no other item can give you, or not even a lot of. I don't think there is even an ability in the game that can drain mana. So, definitely a very unique item. So this Minerva actually goes Shapeshifter's Axe as well.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of teams build it. I mean, you and me have mentioned it before in previous tournaments as well that we've loved that item, but we haven't seen a lot of players get it unless it's been Sun Wukong, who's like the only hero I think we've actually seen played throughout these arenas.
Yeah, I really like these builds coming out from both teams this game. They're both playing really solid, and they both know what they want to do, and both teams are executing it really well. That's why this game right now is so back and forth. It looks like Zhang Fei is actually just going to go tank that tower, and he's going to slide in, but he gets instantly stunned by G-Ult. There's the Frozen Scepter, but no follow-up. He's going in by himself. There he pops the reflect. Poseidon all goes down. He's really low. Can they initiate though?
I think they could have went in on there. The Arbor's just so low. Deity was down. They used Pandora, or not Pandora, sorry. They used G-Ult, and they kind of just stopped. Used 2 ults for nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of a misplay, I think, from Fnatic there. I feel like they could have got a lot more than they did. They definitely could have went in and off of that Gene ulti.
Yeah, definitely. Defense buff for Crystal. And these speed buffs on this Minerva is just, all game she's been getting speed and attack buffs. I don't know what else you can ask for a Minerva. I think those are literally the 2 best buffs you can get on that hero.
Yeah, Exterm, he's just going off on this Minerva right now. But I think he could be a little bit better on his arrows. But other than that, I really don't see how he can play this Minerva a little bit better than he is. Like,
yeah, he's been doing a lot of work. He's been getting caught out somewhat early in the fights and dropping low. But his recovery is very good. Like, he'll drop low and kind of get caught out, and he'll run away, and he'll come back into the fight and still end up doing as much damage as he probably would have been doing in the beginning. And he still hasn't died. So I mean, he's been doing a great job of just not dying in general. And that's what you want from your AD carry. So can't really complain. I do think Vince might be a little stronger of an ADC 1v1 versus Minerva later in the game, just because of his range and his passive. But
yeah, for sure.
They're gonna take this dragon as well. So trying to just look to get full build as quick as they can. Only 10k, not the biggest lead we've seen in 20 minutes. We've seen over 40k lead in 20 minutes. 10k is definitely not something too crazy. So, but Blue playing definitely afraid right now. I think a Fnatic can go out of their base if they want. I don't see that there's an issue.
Yeah, it's pretty slow right now. Both teams don't really want to overstep, because it might cost them the game. This next fight is going to be pretty crucial. Fnatic could lose a base turret if they get caught out. But it looks like Guan Yu does get slowed. Nice damage from Crystal. Nice little poke there. It looks like they're getting some good damage. Arbor's gonna pop the reflect. He's going in there. He's getting really low though. He's gonna instantly drop. And Zhang Fei is back in there. So Wukong is gonna ulti onto Crystal here. She gets instantly blown up. Zhang Fei in a lot of trouble. Just get Frozen Scepter and he's gonna get taken down.
3 for none. 3 for none. They're gonna keep chasing here. They're gonna keep chasing.
Oh, look at that base turret as well.
So low. I think that was the issue though. Minerva was just focusing the base turret.
A fort.
Well, this could be a disaster for SMG. They're actually going to jump on the Minerva, try to take her down. She's actually going to output the damage back out. And this is a huge change of events for SMG. They were taking this game by the throat, and now their throats are just gonna be slit open, and it does look like it because Fitz just demolishes that base turret, and that's game 2 going in favor of Fnatic, who take this series. Wow.
Wow, SMG. I really thought they had that game.
Just
But
looking at
at that time period, that late in the game, it really comes down to the next fight. And if you get caught out like that, or if you make a play where, it is not 100%, like, if you're not sure that's the 100% play, it could really cost you the game. You can see there, they went up and attacked the base turret rather than actually taking the fight. And Arborist, he just dived a little bit too hard.
for
He got
nothing.
instantly blown up, and it just cost them the game.
Look at this end game page though. Are you on it?
Yeah.
It says victory, but it doesn't say who actually won. And you see 10-13, and you look at all the gold, and you would think that SMG won this game. If you were to just look at this score page, you would think that they won this game. But Fnatic, with the huge turnaround in that last fight, a little misplay coming out from SMG there. Minerva, absolutely 0 deaths. Not even at the end of the game did she die. But I think a little bit of miscommunication there where they wanted to take the turret before they fought, or they wanted to fight before they take the turret, and they didn't actually figure it out. So that
What
was...
kind of happened there was Zhang Fei and Arborist, they dove really early, like into the back line, and they took a lot of damage. Arborist actually getting blown up right away, and then they had all of their damage in the back line attacking the turret. So not having their front line there and actually getting Arborist getting blown up, they lost a lot of their front line, and from there, because they didn't kill the turret, Fnatic was just, they had the 4v5 advantage right off the start of the fight, and they got a couple more kills, and that's just enough to end the game at that point.
Yeah, and that's the last series of the day, guys. So we're going to be sticking around for a little longer, maybe for the next 20-30 minutes. We'll stick around and chat. We might talk a little bit on stream in a bit, but Sean will be handing out some giveaway codes, maybe myself too if I can get my hands on them. We're going to be giving away the rest of the codes that we actually have for day 1, so stick around and chat. There's going to be a lot of codes going out in both the YouTube chat and Twitch chat, and remember, you can only get these sick codes from here, and there's going to be legendary skins coming out, so do not be hiding. Now is not the time to not be watching this stream. This is when you want to be here. Stick around, guys. We'll be back shortly. If not, just look at chat. But thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back either tomorrow or later on today. Have a good one, guys.